Hey, it's your girl, You Nice, and this is my co-host D1, and this is Let's Talk About It. This evening, we're gonna bring y'all on a journey. I hope y'all ready. Is that where you want to go?
Yeah,
I was waiting for you to say something over there. How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great. Thanks. I'm really happy that we get to do this together, honestly.
I mean, this is
It's
our
a
first
highlight.
episode, so I know there's a little nervous jitters for everybody, and
It's a highlight of the night right now.
I know it's very spontaneous. But I gotta say, shout out to the Virgos because it is Virgo season right now. I do love astrology. I should definitely say that because you know they say the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire is astrology. You know that, right?
Mm.
So if you don't know, do your research. But anyway, tonight we're gonna take you on a journey, and I'm gonna start by introducing myself and what I do, and I'm gonna give you guys a little insight on who I am. First things first, my name is Eunice. That's how it's spelled, but it's pronounced Eunice. I have to specific. I have to specify that because a lot of people when they see my name, they automatically call me Eunice, but my name is really Eunice, and my family calls me Jade. You guys know me. You know me as Jade. So,
Yeah, Jade.
you know, my dad named me Jade. Jade. I actually represent my father's jewel. We're all named after something, and I always said I'm a gem in disguise
Mm-hmm.
because
Oh,
people don't always see my worth the first time, but then they always realize it later.
I disagree completely. She attracts people like a magnet.
You see that now.
Maybe now, I guess, but I mean that just means you're growing, and if you mean that you're relating to where you come from, like who you are now, isn't anyone like that?
Yeah, I had to evolve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I evolved. I'm speaking of where I come from. I am from Newburgh, New York. That is my city. Shout out to my city. And I had a lot of great role models. Look, coming up, I looked up to some great singers. I had great singers in my church. I did grow up singing in the choir. My dad was a blind DJ, so for me, that was a lot of motivation. Just being able to see him do shows and gigs. A lot of people don't get to see how amazing it is when you watch a blind man be so independent. So my dad was like Ray Charles. He played a little piano, a little guitar, and I inherited a lot of his talents. He was a singer as well. So I produce, I do video editing, I do my own videos now. I've gotten to that level. Let me just say, I have a lot of things that I do musically where I've developed over time as a producer, as a singer, as a songwriter. And I like to encourage people. I'm definitely a motivator. And I used to teach for 16 years. That's definitely part of my past, but I was a very good teacher, and I think the best subject that I ever taught was Spanish because I used to teach it with trap music. Can you imagine going to school and your teacher is teaching you Spanish to I literally had
That's
my students
funny.
dancing. So I would have it like they would get in a circle, right? And I'd let them do their little dance, and I'd let them come in, and each person had to say like three numbers, and then the fourth number we all say together. So they'd be like uno, dos, tres. Then the crowd is cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho. When I say they was getting lit, I made school very exciting for these kids. But beyond teaching, I definitely have a history of activism in my family as well. My grandmother marched with Martin Luther King. So I would definitely say I inherited that fighting spirit for standing up what's right.
Hmm.
And that's why I got Hey Arnold on my arm, as you can see. I also have him on a chain because he stands up for what's right and for what he believes in, even if it's not the popular belief. So, yeah. If y'all can't see, I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah.
That's fine.
So, but it says, do it well or not at all,
Mm.
which is something that I live by. Um, I just want to say, my grandmother, she would always preach to me, once a task is just begun, Never leave it till it's done. Be thy labor great or small. Do it well or not at all. So I live by that.
Ooh, that's powerful.
You know, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna give it my all. If not, why waste my energy?
Right. I mean, with all this in mind, how is this pushing you forward to the next step?
It's definitely encouraging me right now. I think my grandmother right now is my main motivation because I feel like I lost a little motivation a couple years back. I'm just now getting to a place where I can stand comfortably and be peaceful with walking in all my decisions because when you lose both of your parents, it's kind of hard to keep going because your equilibrium is off. I think that, we all want to be at a certain state where we can do certain things for our parents, be able to take care of them and provide. And I did that for both of my parents, absolutely. But it wasn't in the way that I saw it. So I might have fell short in my own perspectives, but I know I didn't fall short in my parents' eyes because I honored both of them.
Right.
So right now, my grandmother, she's my motivation. She encourages me to keep going and pushing. And I have people like you. You definitely are a big motivator to me. You encourage me, you pour into me, and I'm grateful for that. So, yeah.
I
And
believe.
everybody in this room, honestly,
Yeah.
I
Shout out to
know it's no mistake
production.
that Mars came back here. We need to put the camera. He need to come show his face. But I know there's no mistake that he's here because I pray and I know that certain things happen the way that they're supposed to. And you being here, you were a missing link that I needed. And I'm glad that you decided to come here tonight. And then you brought another person who was just as wonderful as you. So to me, I got to give you a nickname too. What do you want me to call it?
Speak up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call me Jules if you like.
Okay. Okay, so we got Jules in the background. I didn't know which nickname he wanted me to throw out there, so I just had to ask.
Aliases.
Yeah, aliases. But, we got a very good crew in here tonight, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's definitely a beautiful thing. So tonight, I definitely want to give y'all a little bit more, like I said, about me. I got a new single that I'm dropping next month.
Right. How's that coming along?
I'm excited about that. I see that it's definitely leaving an impact. I seen a young lady posted a video. I mean, in no time, she already knew the words. I was like, wow. So the song is called Sometimes It Hurts, and I put my nephew in the video. I have my sister who, this is her first video that she ever directed. So it was a family affair. And my brother did my hair for the video. So I'm very happy with this video because I feel like it's something special, it's something different. And for this to be my sister's first video and for my nephew to be so into it when we were shooting the scenes, it was like he was just taking it all in. And he was so serious. I was the one that was actually breaking character. I kept laughing. It was so funny. We were actually discussing the single that I'm going to be dropping, and it's called, like I said, Sometimes It Hurts. And I actually wrote the song about my brother. And then I used my nephew as an example. I thought it was very important to, add family on this project. So I'm excited. I think the message is very impactful. It's been getting a very good response. And I do have a couple records that are already out. I have Celebrate, which is
My favorite, which is my favorite. That's what she was going to say.
I definitely want to shoot the video for Celebrate. It's definitely coming. But Celebrate is out on all platforms as well as New Vibes featuring my partner Callie Trenches. I also have a happy birthday song out. I have a few freestyle videos out on YouTube, and you can find my YouTube at Uniceist, UNICEIST.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you can find me on most platforms, including Facebook as well as IG. So I just wanted to ask, who are you listening to right now? You said Celebrate is your song for me. Why?
Well, that's the song that when I first met you and you introduced me to, and it felt so powerful because I definitely felt like when I met you, I was like, oh, like I love being around creative people, and that, like, it's just nothing more inspiring to me. So
Hmm.
It's a fave song of mine because it reminds me of the first time I met you. You know.
All right. Well, Celebrate. I wrote that song and I'm happy that I did because it helped me get out of a bad place. Like I told you guys, I lost my parents. I had lost my mother, and I was very sad. And Celebrate helped me get out of that place. It helped me to celebrate life and the things that I wanted to come into it. And look where we at now. Everything that I have is because I celebrated and because I saw the vision. I saw something for myself that other people couldn't see, and I
Mhm.
am the definition of not giving up.
It's always something to celebrate about.
Absolutely. Now the lyrics, like I said, for the new track is for my brother, and I hope that he takes heed to it. I feel like he's starting to step in the right direction. So, I do come from a family of music. I do have a couple family members who are known singers in the world, as well as sports players. But I want to make it on my own. So I feel like when the time comes, I will reveal who they are. But right now, I guess you'll have to see.
I want to see something though. I want to hear you sing a little bit or freestyle. You know, like let's try to bring up a beat or something.
Woo! Who knew I was going to find it? I didn't even know that was the right one, but you know what? It was the right one. So what y'all want to talk about? We could tap in for real quick. We could tap in. Yeah. Baby, baby, I had to get away, it's crazy. You're all I think about lately. You can call me, we can go down to the beach. I could see us on a vacation. You ain't gotta change the station. If you like the song, whether right or wrong, I'm staying all night long. I found something so special in you. You show me the proof that I really got the juice. Tell me I'm different and I ain't what you're used to. And I won't give you the blues. I just give you the option to choose. So choose me, baby. Choose me. I'm freestyling, it's free. I'm telling you how I be. You dash N-I-C-E, that's me. I am the one to come and bring you something like they ain't never did before. Open up your mind and explore. I got the flow that you can't ignore. Yeah, I'm about to soar like an eagle. Gotta represent for my people.
Hey.
This a free flow. I be tapping in, but this ain't the ego. This ain't no speed, so I'm tapped in. I just gotta kill it. I just gotta feel it. Vibing in the building. Yeah, they know the realness. They could feel the richness. They could see I'm gifted. Yeah, I'm about to switch this. Switch it up. About to switch it up. God bless me, he about to fill my cup like it's double Dutch. I be jumping round, they trying to hold me down, but they can't stop the sounds. Cause I hit them in ways. Matter of fact, yeah, I hit them for days. I'm closing my eyes, cause normally I could wear shades. I used to wear braids, but now I got locks and I'm going straight to the top. I do this hip hop. You already know it's nonstop. I'm known to pop shit. The flow, they gotta watch it.
Ow.
Eunice.
Hey. Eunice knows how to slide on the beat.
That was just a little sign.
You always be snapping. I remember on your birthday, um, I feel like everybody was just touched by your words. Honestly, I feel like everybody knows you for that too. You know, like I feel like everyone that you meet just kind of knows that. You know how to touch people's soul in a different way, you know?
Well, it's just because I feel people.
Yeah.
I don't just look with my eyes. I feel their spirit out. Energy is very real, and that speaks to me first.
And you can see that a lot in your music as well.
You know, I just have to say, like, music is it's my way to express myself. It's my way to be able to tell other people's stories because some people don't know how to express it. And my music is not always about me. Sometimes it's about people that are around me, and I choose to write about their situation. Sometimes I write records just to motivate me, to give me the words that I need to hear. And I think that that's what's powerful. Sometimes I write records and I might write it for somebody else, but then I go back and listen to it and I'm like, wow, I needed that too. So,
Yeah, your poetry helps you grow through things. I should say rather than go through things. It's a way of journaling your emotions. You can make art
well, I
from the
believe
way
you
you
have
feel.
to be able to look in the mirror at yourself. I always tell people the lies you tell yourself are the worst ones. So when I look in that mirror, I have to be able to face myself. If I can't do that, then I'm not being true to myself.
Right.
And I can honestly say that I only live with one regret in my life. But other than that, I don't hold on to things. You know?
Yeah.
I don't. Because there's always a blessing in the storm.
Of course, it always
And
the saying goes, it's always
everything's full
darkest.
circle, so it always works out. That's what I
It's
noticed.
there's
It
always
always works out.
that saying, it's always darkest before the dawn.
What's one of the coolest things you ever seen? Because I got to tell y'all, one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
What? I gotta know. Like you just seem like you have it on top of your head.
You ever saw 3 rainbows?
I feel like I want to say yes, but
What about 4?
I don't think so. Maybe not 4. It must have been real.
You've never seen that?
I mean, that's rare because it's
I,
how
I,
much
I,
moisture is in the air with the clouds.
I only seen it once here in Florida.
Really?
I
Well,
was
it's
with,
tropical
and I
as
was
hell
glad
here.
that I had someone with me to witness it with me. I was actually at practice with my band, and we met this new bass player, and I drove him home. We had to go up north, and as we were driving, there was 4 rainbows. Yep, there was like voom, 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 and then the other one went up more like this.
Wow.
And that's the only time I've ever seen that, so I just wanted to know. It was like more to a slant. It didn't, because it didn't exactly go, it like kind of cut through.
Well, I mean, because the more rainbows there are, the
I was
furthest
wondering how many
ones.
pots of gold was down there.
No, no, but the further
I thought-
the further they get, the lighter they get. Like the less visible. So that's why I'm like, how, they must
Nah,
have
they were
not
very visible.
all 4 of them.
All of them. I wish I
Was
could
it
have
like
took
a bright day, or
and I was driving. And
Was
no,
it
it
bright?
was raining too. It was
was
raining.
it bright though?
It was sunny and it was
Yeah.
cloudy and it was bright. It was amazing.
Yeah, it has to be something like that because
When I tell you,
There has to
I
be
had
sun
never
to be
seen
able to
nothing like
refract.
that, and I'm glad that that guy was with me, because he is my witness.
to a
He is-
grand phenomenon.
Yes, I wish
We
I
can
was
search
like,
that
why
up.
didn't
I'm
I
sure we can even
record
see
that? I said to myself, why didn't I pull out my phone? But I was just in so
When
you
you're
know,
in the moment,
I
there's
was just
nothing
so
that can
in
pull you
awe
out.
because I never seen nothing like that. I was
It's-
just like, it was
Yeah,
like
you're in the moment. This is you experiencing. You were
Yeah.
experiencing.
I think it just overtook me.
I'm
It
gonna-
overtook,
I'm gonna
and that
see if I can
happens to
find
me
it.
sometimes. I like to be in the moment. That's kind of like when Mars performed. We're
Look,
gonna have to get him on the podcast and get him on the interview, y'all, just so y'all know.
shout out to Mars. Was it something like this?
Yes.
Really? That looks like fairies are like flying by. Like, nah, Mars.
Yes, it was
you
similar
gotta look
to
at this.
So all right, so check it. You see how this was like this one?
Yeah,
It was all of them was in stack perfectly, but then you see how that one goes like that?
yeah.
The fourth one went through like that. But all the rest were like perfectly vroom, vroom, vroom.
Have you heard of like the conspiracies with that? You know,
Fill me in.
Isn't it called like the filament or like the, you know what I'm talking about, like
I just
the
felt like God was
dome,
blessing
the
me.
dome over there. Over
When
the
I see
world.
rainbows, I always take it as it's a sign, and definitely it's your angels trying to get your
Look,
attention. That's
this
how I
looks
feel.
like there's fairies flying by. That's literally what that looks like, and nobody could tell me.
But I'm gonna tell you, I saw I saw that in real life, and it was beautiful. When I tell you beautiful, the colors were so vibrant.
Wow, I would have loved that. If you got like a video like that,
I wish
bro,
I had to, but I was driving,
that's ethereal.
and it didn't cross my mind to take out the phone because I was driving.
right.
But and it was a little cloudier, like the normal too. It was very like chunky like clouds, so it was amazing though.
Yeah, dude.
So back to the motivation.
Hey, appreciating nature. That's part of growth, you know.
No, I love nature. I love to go ground. I love
Yes.
to definitely tap into nature
Yeah.
because that's where you get to really go deep into your spirit, and people don't realize the blessing of being with yourself
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Solitude can do wonders for your own growth and
for your barriers.
yeah, but how you grow, you know, at the end of the day, if you have boundaries and barriers and you know what you want, because I feel like a lot of the time you won't know what you want unless you experience that solitude. You know?
She on to something. I'm excited. I'm about to give y'all a sample of my song I'm dropping next month. It's called Sometimes It Hurts.
Take it away, my love.
Eunice. Sometimes you just gotta follow your heart. Dream, go and catch it. Raise the bar, be eclectic. Set the standard, be effective. There's power in your hands, this is more than just a record. Gotta practice and perfect it. Cause not everybody was blessed with what you was blessed with. Until you pull through, you gon' get tested. That's part of the game when you tryna make a change, elevate and maintain. Just don't give up. Move at your pace. Homie, this ain't no race. Just as long as you finish, you can say yourself you did it. Gotta learn from everyone, no matter what your position. Be loyal to yourself. You gotta spoil yourself. And don't do it if you don't enjoy that shit yourself.
I wanna live my life like I deserve. I wanna have love that doesn't hurt. I want people around that know my worth. Cause sometimes I feel alone. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it hurts. I wanna live my life like I deserve. But sometimes I feel alone. It's too, don't concentrate on people who hate you. These people don't make you. These people can't break you. Use it as motivation. Just let it take you above and beyond. Make it last for eons. You gotta walk in your grace. You gotta know that you're great. It's a war on your mind. Ain't got time to waste time. You gotta live mental weights. Never hesitate to disassociate from those who clip your wings when you're trying to make a way. Never hesitate to disassociate from those who clip your wings when you're trying to fly away. I wanna live my life like I deserve. I wanna have love that doesn't hurt. I want people around that know my worth. Cause sometimes I feel alone. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it hurts. I wanna live my life like I deserve. But sometimes I feel alone. It's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you. What you do. It's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you. What you do. I wanna live my life like I deserve. I wanna have love that doesn't hurt. I want people around that know my worth. Cause sometimes I feel alone. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it hurts. I wanna live my life like I deserve.
Yo.
Appreciate
Wow.
it. I think we all feel that sometimes, right? But
Oh,
we gotta fight it. We gotta fight it. You feel me?
yeah, man. I feel like everyone definitely has their demons that they go to first off.
Look. You look. The look in your eyes says a lot.
It's hidden enough.
I appreciate that. So, I think that let's still be leaving on a high note. Eunice.